Salud. Ay, güey, all over your computer, dog. Let's get it. Welcome back, folks. Episode 79 of Goal Sided. Let's get it. On a Tuesday. So excuse us for not being completely up to date on all things Champions League because we only got to see day one.
Yeah, it was an exciting day one, too.
So we'll talk about that in a bit. But a bit of an updated agenda, folks. We don't have too much to talk about with regards to top news, and we want to get a little game in. We've done every so often where we do some fun stuff on the pod. We want to keep it lighthearted, keep it fun. So we're going to have a game which we call Career Paths, right? We're going to, we'll go over it more in a second, but I'll tell Cesar 5 players. He'll tell me 5 players. We'll switch in between. We'll go 1-1, and we have to guess that player's career path, or at least the teams that they've played for throughout their career. We'll get points for guessing them right, and there'll be a winner. We'll go over the rules entirely in a second, but yeah, we'll start off with that. We'll take it around the leagues, go over the Champions League matches of today. We got some sad news for Santi and Feyenoord. A whole bunch of EPL over the weekend. We got club soccer back, which is amazing, especially with the time off of work. We got the holiday. There's a lot of games, which is awesome. Football Thursday, Friday, and then soccer Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which was great. We even got Liga MX starting their playoffs. Liga MX Femenil. I don't know if you saw that. I threw in that note there because I definitely want to talk about that. MLS in the playoffs, and we'll bring it on home with our usual stuff to watch over the weekend. Let's get it, Cesar.
Let's do it.
And we need to start off with something different. Cesar has to face the music per usual. What we want to talk about is a bit of a story time because, as you guys know, or if you guys don't know, if you guys are new to the podcast, I have a co-ed soccer team here. We're amazing, and our team name is Balls Deep FC. It's a lot of my college soccer friends, along with people that have come along the way. And we play here in Sunnyvale. We had a championship match. We were the 2 seed against the number 1 seed. We played. We had a couple players missing from the holiday season. People don't come back from vacay or whatever. So my keeper was out, and Cesar's been gracious enough usually to go out and help us whenever that situation happens. He came out and helped us out. Things were going well. We were down off of an unlucky goal, 1-0 at the half, but we had a good control of the match. Even though they're generally faster than us, a lot of marathon runners. We had good control, good movement. We were just trying to figure out a way to break through the lines. But yeah, go into the half down 1-0. And there was a very controversial call on a simple foul right before the half that led to a free kick on their side. And a couple of us go to clear the air with the ref. Like, that's not a foul.
Yeah.
And Cesar goes up to the ref. A little bit of mayhem ensues. So I'll let you break it down for people, Cesar.
So just wanted to, like you mentioned, clarify. Because to me, it just seems like it was a really, really soft foul, almost to the point that he didn't know exactly what the rules entailed or how that particular foul was called.
Yeah. So for the context, folks, I can paint it clear for you guys that are listening in, hopefully. But it's a scenario where the attacking player has the ball running forward, is about to get a shot on goal. They swing at the ball. Defender puts their foot in to gain possession of the ball, and the attacking player kicks the leg of the defending player.
Yeah.
Right? Our understanding, I think what Cesar is getting to, is that we came to the ref saying it's a foul on the attacking player because the defender has their foot there.
Yeah.
And they get the shit kicked out of them.
Yeah.
And the ref's argument was it's a foul on the defender because it's the attacking player's possession.
Yeah, it has possession. The way that I was kind of like as a ref taught the game was you win the position in order to gain possession, right? Yeah. So yes, he was dribbling, but the defending player gained the position to gain the possession of the ball.
Yeah.
when he stepped foot across the body of the attacker. And then when he got the shot away, he hit our defender's foot. So I was just asking, like, hey, like, calmly, collected, hey, like, ¿qué pasó ahí? Like, what was that call? I just want to understand a bit more. What was your reasoning to call that? And then he just went, like, full, like, kind of on a high horse and just wanting to exert his power, his authority.
Yeah, he
like,
tried to be a ref,
Yeah.
tried to show that he has, like, some power as a ref.
Yeah.
Made a couple of weird points that, like I kind of make the rules and, like, kind of telling us to shut up one or two times, right? But I think what did it all, what, like, set it all on fire was that Cesar and I think we're the main two people close to him. We're trying to tell him, like, dude, that's not how that play works, but you're never going to win the argument against the ref because they made the call. They think they know it right. They're not going to tell you, oh, shit, my bad. Let me look up the rule. Or anything, right? But what set it all off was that the ref, instead of responding to us, but he just brushed Cesar off and kind of, like, in Spanish we call it tirarlo de loco, right? It was just like, dude, shut up. You even gave a hand gesture, shut up, and walked away. And I don't know, I think I saw, like, a fuse light in your head, Cesar.
Yeah, I was just like, bro, like, the way I came at him wasn't disrespectful, wasn't, like, any, like, talking down on him. If anything, I came at him, like, collectively trying to understand what was the reason of the play. If I was, like, furious, I would have reclamarle. I would have told him off, like, during the game when it happened, right?
Yeah.
But I waited until the half, which was like 5-6 minutes later. Yeah. Once it ended, I was like, all right, well, I just want clarification for my sake, right? Like, the play is over. We're at the half, whatever. We're down 1-0. It doesn't matter. But I just wanted clarification. I didn't come at him, like, any, like, aggressive way. He responded aggressively towards us and gave me a say, like, corte de manga, or just saying, like, you know, get out of here. Like, I'm in charge here. It's like, so, his tone of voice got me like, yo, like, don't, like, why are you being disrespectful like that? So I was
So what did you do?
Back. I told him off.
What did you say?
Seas mamón, I felt.
Eres pinche mamón.
Pinche mamón, yeah. And then he's like,
holy fuck. Literally, I swear if you guys were there, you would have seen, like, my pupils dilate. Like, I was like, oh, fuck. Because I was like, in all honesty, it was like a jump. It was like such a big jump in, like, that shit escalated quickly. I was like, damn, you could have said a lot other mean things till that level that would have been, like, calmed you down, let you express your anger, but not gotten you a red. You could have gotten a yellow for just saying, like, no seas mamón or something. But for folks that maybe don't understand the Spanish language as well, adding that pinche, adding that mamón, adding that tone of voice stings a little bit. And especially, I think, from, like, the man-to-man aspect to it of us both being there and criticizing the ref, it hurt his soul. And he turns around after, obviously, what I just mentioned, he was walking away from us, turns around and basically hits us with, like, you really want to do this? Right? He told you, like, I could give you a red.
Yeah.
He basically said that while his hand was in his pocket or close to his pocket. And I just remember time stood still and we both stayed quiet.
Yeah.
And even though he said, I could do it, it got that dead quiet. And he pulled it out and gave it to you still.
Regardless, yeah.
I was dying. I was like, brother. Oh my God. It was weird. It's like if, like, when you're in school and your teacher's like, oh, say one more word and you're going to get detention.
Yeah.
And you don't say anything and they still give you detention. It was like that.
Yeah. And then it was weird, like you said. And then the other ref, the linesman, comes over. And, like, with him, we're having a completely normal conversation, completely opposite to what we had to the center ref. And I was like, bro, like, what's wrong with him?
Yeah. But the other ref yelled. It kind of also escalated again because the other ref yelled at that linesman saying, no, me dijo, no mames pinche mamón, or some shit. He, like, tattled on you to the ref that is a good friend of mine there. And then that's when that ref even turned to you and was like, no, you can't be doing that shit. No, you get out of here. And I was like, damn, it's over. So it was halftime. We tried to play it off and say that Cesar was going to come off anyways.
Yeah.
And we're like, no, there's another keeper that was going to go in, and it was halftime, so we can make a sub. Cesar was out of the lineup when he cussed you out, and we almost got away with it. The ref that's a good friend of the team, of everybody that plays there, honestly, just cool guy. He was about to let us play with 11 and just sub a new keeper in, and then somebody on the other team tattled to the center ref, hey, they're not getting in trouble for that guy that cussed you out and hurt your ego. And he took it personally and was like, nope, you guys need 10. And then we pointed to the linesman and we're like, hey, I thought you said we could do 11. They talked it out and he got overruled and was like, nope.
Yeah.
Take a player out. And we still they're 80-minute games. I would say they didn't score the 2-0 until the 70th. And we were a man down. We went 3 in the back, kept the rest of the lineup the same. And we were pushing. We had the tempo.
You guys almost got the equalizer.
We had 2 right in front of goal. 2 right in front of goal. One was a couple of rebounds in the box. And I think just unlucky bounces, not clinical with putting it away. Yeah. When we could have scored the 1 and just parked the bus. Yeah, we couldn't get the goal.
Yeah, man. Can't lose your head like that. It's just
you can't lose your head like that. I was like, God damn. I was like, I didn't know you had that in you, but fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That fool was just the way he was talking. I was like, bro, like I'm gonna say something.
Yeah, I feel it was almost like Ley del Barrio, right? Like if you're Sunday League, you would probably get that still red card, right? But like I think it's a little bit more like everyone's more down with it. Like the ref might even cuss you back and not give you a yellow and cuss at you back or something, right? Or tell you to shut up. But yeah, in the moment I could tell. I was like, oh, this is a red. Like the moment that you said, I was like, oh fuck, it's a red. No ifs, ands, or buts. But yeah, balls deep is not back-to-back champs, unfortunately. But it was a good one. It was a fun game. I definitely got my cardio. God damn, I was the one center back. I don't know, but next time. We'll get him next time. All right, folks, enough of story time. We're going to introduce our new game, what we mentioned, our game called Career Paths, a.k.a. Los Caminos de la Vida.
Banger song.
For people that know. The rules of the game, what we said. We each chose 5 players. They could be active or retired. And we talk their career paths. We, not in chronological order, but we tried to guess every team that player played at throughout their career. And if you get them right, I think we've agreed upon 3 points. And we'll work with the point system. The way that I broke it down is you lose a point if you ask how many total there are. If I'm like, he had 4 right. And then you're like, no, he had 5. Boom. You can only get 2 points total. Okay. And then if you're stuck on the last one or you just need a little help with one and you're like, hey, is it in the Dutch league? And then like, yep, -1. And then the most you can get is 1 if you can get all of them, right?
Got it.
That way we respect if we get off all of the teams. Beautiful. 3 points your way. Boom. They have to have played a game, an official match, not like a friendly, not like a U.S. friendly over here. But like on FootMob or wherever, Wikipedia, it shows up as a match played. No youth academies. And loans count.
Yeah, correct.
Loans count. They're full on that team. So yeah, we'll I have my 5. Cesar, do you have your 5?
I got my 5.
Cool. And like I said, no chronological order needed. Just gotta mouth out where exactly they played.
Let's go.
Should I start with yours first?
Yeah.
Let's get it. Let's go, baby. We still have the sounds. Let's get right to it. All right, game on. Cesar, career paths. My first one, which I told you was my easiest one, and now looking at it, they're all pretty difficult. But Federico Valverde.
El Fede.
El Fede. El Pájaro, le dicen, ¿no?
I know he started at Peñarol.
Beautiful.
Uruguay. And then he moved to, if I remember correctly, it's Eastern European somewhere. I think I'm going to say Shakhtar Donetsk. No. Oh, my God. Okay, so right now he's at Real Madrid, obviously.
Yep, so that's 2.
So that's 2, and then I need 1 more.
Because you think it's 3.
Yeah, I don't know where he went. I know it's... Is it in Eastern Europe somewhere?
That's -1 for you for
Yeah.
asking if it's in Eastern Europe. And no, it is not in Eastern Europe.
Damn, then where did he go? Yeah, I'm not gonna get this one. Young Boys?
No, he did not go to Young Boys. Federico Valverde went from Peñarol to Real Madrid,
Uh-huh.
played at Castilla, the young
Correct.
squad, and then got loaned out to Deportivo La Coruña,
Oh shit. So I'm
And-
thinking of someone else.
and then came back to Real Madrid.
Got it.
No, but
Okay,
yeah,
2 points.
0 points for Cesar.
0 points.
Yeah, 0. You didn't guess them right.
Chingada madre.
Maybe our tiebreaker, if we get 0, is who got the most right. You got 2 out of those 3, so let's just keep that in the back of the mind.
Okay.
I don't know. We're learning. We're moving. We're
A ver.
grooving. A ver, my turn.
Osvaldo Javier Sánchez Ibarra. Osvaldo
Ibarra,
Sánchez.
el gran San Osvaldo.
You got this one, bro.
Yeah, so started at Atlas,
Uh-huh.
went to America,
Correct.
went to Chivas, and then went to Santos.
Easy money. Let's go.
Arriba las
Hit it.
pinches Chivas. Arriba las Chivas, cabrones. That's 3 points. Vámonos,
Yeah.
cabrones. We're growing in
I
bunches.
didn't know he went to America and then Chivas.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's crazy that he did that and how respected he was, like, even though he did that.
I mean, even going from Atlas to Guadalajara within the same career, that's wild. But even adding,
Jose de Jesus
America.
Corona did that shit.
he was at Tecos too. Let's go.
Tecos.
Good stuff.
Is de la cantera del Atlas, though, right?
Yeah,
Che
yeah.
Corona. Next one for you, Cesar. Local kid. Kind of local. Local with an asterisk.
So he's at Fulham.
Yep.
Before that, he was at.
This one's tough. Like, this one's
What?
very fucking tough. Maybe I should have let this one for the end as my toughest one. This is the toughest one.
Okay. Obviously he stayed in England. He has that like heavy British accent.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say before that he was at Charlton Athletic,
Oh, that's a good guess, but no.
Sheffield Wednesday.
No. There's one big squad that you're going to hate yourself because you remember when he was there.
Oh shit. Okay.
He joined the U.S. men's national team when he was in this other squad. Very famously on the squad.
Did he go to Germany?
No.
huh?
Nope.
He stayed at England.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god damn it.
They're in first division.
Nottingham Forest.
Mm-mm.
No? They're in the Premier League right now?
They've been in the Premier League.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. What the fuck?
They like Americans.
They like Americans. and they
Keeper
will-
was American.
Manchester City?
No.
Keeper is
Back in the day.
Oh, Everton.
Yes.
Chingada.
Ex-Everton.
Yeah, I never knew he was at Everton.
He was at Everton, and funny joke was that he wasn't on the U.S. squad yet when he started at Everton because that was like his academy. There was a funny anecdote of his where he said that he met Tim Howard, who is the person I was talking about. He met him at Everton, and Tim Howard didn't know that he was American
Oh shit.
because he's born in England.
yeah.
And T. Robinson almost has no tie to America because his grandmother is born in England, moved to the U.S. later, and then set the roots down. Had his father in England, and then the father went to Duke University here, played NCAA ball, and then Anthony was born in England, and then I don't think ever came to the U.S. really.
So nobody's
born
in like his other than his dad coming to play here.
the grandma being like American because by citizenship, the father being American by citizenship and because the parents are American.
Okay, so the grandparents.
But
are
nobody's
American.
actually born in the U.S.
Oh, okay, got it. Damn.
Almost Santi vibes.
Yeah.
Except Santi has a dad that played for Mexico.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that was a tough one. But
Sheesh.
pero like no.
Pero like okay.
All right, next one, Cesar. I'm nervous though.
This one's
I know
it's
that next one
easy.
was the easy. The first one was the easy one.
This one should be pretty easy too. Sergio Leonel Agüero.
El Kun.
El Kun Agüero.
El Kun es de Rosario Central.
No.
Fuck me. Well, I'm fucked because I was so confident. El Kun. No, es de Newell's Old Boys, right? Okay. El Kun no es de River, no es de Boca.
Nope.
El Kun is de. I can't even like look up club names. Sound like I should just not. El Kun.
Let me know when you want a hint.
Puta madre. El Kun es
Because
de...
as soon as you get this, I'm sure you'll get the rest.
Yeah, es de Lanús. Now I'm just fucking guessing Argentina squad names. So El Kun went from there to Atlético de Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went to Manchester City.
Correct.
And then he went to Barcelona.
Yep.
And that's it.
That's it.
But the one in Argentina is... I said Godoy Cruz y no.
No.
Estudiantes de La Plata.
Nope.
Puta madre, that was the best one that I had right there. He roots for teams in Argentina. What kind of a...
What colors?
Yeah, what colors? That would be...
Red.
Maybe I'll give up another point for another question, another tip. Are they generally top table?
Let's see. Where are they standing at right now? Yeah. They're. You want me to tell you the standings?
Yeah,
They're in 5th. So generally they are in a top to mid table.
Hijo de su perra madre. I'm getting writer's block, and I'm gonna literally gonna punch myself after this. No, Estudiantes is red, right? But I give up. I'm getting writer's block.
Independiente.
Oh,
Club Atlético
god
Independiente.
damn. I was so close. I was about to be up at least 5-0. I was about to be up. But hijo de su madre, we're going to get roasted for not knowing that. All right, next one for you, Cesar. They're getting harder and harder, I'm just telling you right now. Richarlison.
Dude, obviously he was at Everton, then Tottenham.
Everton, Tottenham, yep.
Before that,
he was pretty well known for the like, those are the last two, but he was pretty well known at the one right prior to it.
Assuming he was in Europe, it's got to be somewhere like a feeder league. It's not the Dutch league. I don't think it's the Belgian league. I'm leaning towards Germany or Ukraine again. Maybe Russia. But I don't think it's Spain. Maybe Portugal. Fuck, dude.
Do you want to ask a question?
Yeah. So let's see. I'm dead.
You're also psyching yourself out, if I could tell you that.
Okay, so what do you mean psyching myself out?
Estás buscando donde no tienes que buscarle.
So he was in Brazil.
No,
he wasn't. Well, his when he salió de Brazil.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess a Brazilian. Let's do Palmeiras.
No.
Botafogo. No. Atlético Mineiro. Flamengo.
No.
Jesus Christ. Curitiba.
No.
Cruzeiro.
We got to set a rule, like 3 maximum guesses per league.
Dude, Richard.
I'll give you one last guess.
Okay.
In the Serie A. You're literally missing the one squad. And you're about to guess the squad.
Sao Paulo.
No, that's it.
Where was he?
Fluminense.
Dude, oh my God.
And then from Fluminense, he went to Watford. That's why I told you you're looking in the wrong places.
You went to Watford?
Because you immediately threw out English squads. You were like, Spain, Portugal. And I was like, you won one. And then when you asked me.
He went to Everton after that.
He went to Watford, tore it up in the championship with Watford, and then went to Everton. We know him at Everton.
At Everton. That's the first time I seen him.
But he debuted at America, which is the last place in the Brazilian league right now. In the first division.
Oh, so he's not even from
Fluminense. No, he's from America Football Club. Then he went to Fluminense, tore it up at Fluminense. All right, next one.
Got it. Well, we're terrible at this.
Yeah, we're fucking sucking. Maybe we won't make a TikTok about this.
Carlos Enrique Casimiro. This one,
I know exactly who it is. He's from Sao Paulo.
Uh-huh.
And then he went to Real Madrid directly from Sao Paulo, and then he went to Manchester United.
Uh-huh. Te falta uno. We said loans counted.
Oh, shit.
So he went on a loan for 1 year to this club.
Debuted at Sao Paulo, I know for that for sure.
Yep.
Went to Real Madrid, I think even young enough to be in Castilla. And it has to have been while he was at Real Madrid, because obviously he's gone to United and hasn't been on loan. He went on loan at Madrid to Shakhtar Donetsk.
Nope.
Where did I?
So we're still getting those three tries, or
3 tries per league, right? So I can't go down the Ukrainian league. Is it a Spanish team?
Nope.
Puta madre, ya me madrié. God
It's
damn.
not a Spanish team that he went on loan
Okay.
to.
Went to Porto.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
What the fuck?
Salud, cabrón.
Salud, güey.
Arriba las pinches chivas.
What the fuck?
I hella guessed that.
Yeah.
Like, no,
You got
hell
it.
yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So, Sao Paulo, Real Madrid on loan to Porto, came back to Real Madrid, went to United.
United, correct.
Beautiful. Vámonos,
Nice.
papa. Let's go. Maybe we can make a TikTok. Let's go. Okay. I'll give you a little bit of an easier one. All right.
All right, let's go.
My next one I got for you. Mario Götze.
Okay, so, fuck, where is he at right now? He was in the Dutch league somewhere. PSV then.
Yep.
Okay, PSV. Before that, obviously, he was at Bayern Munich.
Two.
Bayern Munich and then Dortmund.
3.
And then before that, he was at another German squad.
I'll help you out a little bit. This one that you are correct. There is a German squad missing
Okay.
because you got that. But it's his current squad.
Okay, so he's at Mario Götze. Where is he at?
At the end of the day, you'll have 3 guesses in the German league. But
Okay, so he's not. I don't think he's at Leverkusen or Bayern or Dortmund.
I'm not counting these as guesses. I'm just letting you know. Let me know when you want
Okay.
to start guessing.
So my first guess is going to be Union Berlin.
No.
Okay, so he's not there. Mönchengladbach,
No.
Wolfsburg.
No.
Puta
Damn.
madre.
He's at Eintracht Frankfurt.
Oh, yeah, no.
Ay, bicho Cesar.
Okay, so he came out of the Dortmund
Came out of the Dortmund Academy. Went over to Bayern. Did the
then-
dirty deed. Came back to Dortmund. Then went to PSV.
Uh-huh.
And is now at Eintracht Frankfurt.
Got it.
Ay, pinche Cesar. Cero.
But see, that's a better one.
Yeah, so I got 5 because I used 1. Okay. 5
Okay, ready?
0 5. Okay. Yeah.
David Silva,
David Silva, el chino.
el chino.
Okay. There's so many Silvas. I was like running through my head. ¿Cuál era?
Yeah. No.
El chino Silva es de Real Sociedad empezando.
Okay, that's his current squad.
That's his current. It's not his first squad. Oh, damn. Current squad, Real Sociedad. Played at Manchester City.
Yep.
Salió de la Masía.
No.
Damn. I guess that's my guess for Barcelona. So that's my one of the 3 wrong guesses of the league.
Give you help here. There's 1, 2, 3 Spanish clubs missing.
Damn, there's 4. There's 3 more that are missing.
Yeah.
3 squads.
So be careful with your next 2 guesses. If you get them wrong, then you're.
Then I got to get them all right without any
Yeah.
wiggle room. Okay. Jugó en Atlético de Madrid, no?
Nope.
Damn. I've guessed Real Sociedad now. Manchester City.
Uh-huh. You've guessed Barcelona and you've guessed Atletico.
Bilbao.
No.
That's it. Is that my 3? Yeah.
Yeah. You want to guess one more just for the fuck of it?
I would guess Getafe.
No. So, my man's came out of Valencia. Then he went to Eibar, Celta, and then Manchester City,
Damn.
Real
I would
Sociedad.
have never guessed Ivar.
Yeah. So that was a bit
Damn, that
tougher.
was a tough one. Cesar, way to do me dirty. Goddamn. Yeah, you should know this guy. All right, Kieran Trippier. Last one.
Okay, so he was at City,
Yep. Yeah.
Atletico Madrid.
Yep.
And then right now he's at Newcastle.
Yep.
And I'm missing 1.
You're actually missing 3.
Fuck.
Interesting thing, he never played for City. De la Cantera, the City, never played.
Okay.
So you could have gone away with not guessing that. But he started there, and then he started his journey.
His journey through the English.
And you're missing 3 total teams before he got Atletico Madrid.
Okay, so where was he before Atletico? I remember his name.
Yep, at a big team.
At a big team, yeah.
Yeah, he's known.
Oh, my God.
It was a great thing for his career to have gone to Atletico Madrid, if you know what I mean.
So he was at Tottenham.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big
I
name
remember.
at Tottenham.
Oh, my God.
Now, good luck with these 2. I'll give you a hint. One is in League
Holy shit! No.
One's in League 2. But it's a well-known name.
In League 2.
Guess the other one. The other one's easier.
It's in the Championship or is it in the Premier?
Premier League.
Okay, so the other one's in the Premier.
But it was obviously a jump to Tottenham.
Okay, right. Who's it? Like bottom? Crystal Palace.
No.
They're still Premier League in the Premier League, so they haven't been relegated.
Mm-hmm.
So he was in.
I mean, you never asked, and like it's just to maybe clarify that point. They could have been relegated, and they could have come back up.
Trying to think of names. I'm gonna guess Bournemouth.
One more.
Okay, so another in the Premier. I'm gonna guess Brighton.
Oh, you're so close with the B's. It's Burnley.
Oh, geez.
So he
I was
started.
way off. I was thinking of. Yeah, I was.
So started at City, never played, went to Barnsley.
Barnsley. So the two
It's a well-known team.
Barnsley,
And then he went to Burnley. Did well at Burnley. I think they were first division, maybe went relegated, and then he went over to Tottenham. Was a meme at amazing player at Tottenham, but was obviously part of being a meme at Tottenham. Went to Atletico Madrid. Everyone was like, what the fuck? You don't speak Spanish. And then went back to Newcastle.
Yeah, that was a wild move. I didn't expect him to.
Yeah, I was like,
Atletico.
English players don't really go out there, right?
No,
so,
they don't.
no, but that was a good one. Cesar, I think it was 5-0.
Do it. I got one more or no?
One more. No, that was 5-5, no? Or you got one more for me.
Yeah.
I give you 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did 5.
So Kevin De Bruyne.
Kevin De Bruyne. He started at Anderlecht.
Nope.
He started at... Oh, he started at Henk.
He did.
Started at Henk. Went immediately over to Chelsea.
Yes, he did.
He was at Chelsea. And then Chelsea rejected him like they reject every other great player. And he went over to Wolfsburg.
Correct.
And then from Wolfsburg, you went to City.
Yep. Now you're missing one loan spell. That's the one that I knew was going to
Damn. He was on loan at... It is either a Dutch, Belgian, like a not top 5 league. Right? Like Dutch league is 5, I think, now, right?
It's in a top 5 league.
He was on loan at... Definitely not Spain. I don't think it was... I'm pretty sure it's... I'll ask for another hint. Is it in the Premier League?
No.
Puta madre, that just did me dirty. He went on loan to the Dutch league to Ajax.
No.
He went on loan to...
I'll give you the country. You ready? He went to Germany for a loan spell.
So he was already at Wolfsburg, and then he went over to...
So just to clarify, he went to Chelsea 2012. Then from 2012 to 2013, he went to this club. 2014, 2015, that's when he went to Wolfsburg. So they seen him at this club in Germany and decided to bring him on, buy him from Chelsea.
Did I say Werder Bremen?
No, but that's the one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Was that a wild guess? Or?
Yeah. I knew it was like a green team. Let's go, baby. Venga. Damn. 6-0. Scoring touchdowns.
Yeah, this one right here.
Yep. Beautiful.
Damn.
Vámonos. Let's go, baby.
Good shit.
Make a TikTok. It's going to be me killing it. You do terrible.
You gave me some fucking wild ass
some
ones.
Tough ones.
Beginning.
Next time I'll be a little bit nicer, but yeah, you did choose more world class.
Yeah.
You went world class. I went like up and coming. That was good.
Good first round.
All right. Yeah, let's move it on out. I hope you guys loved that. Give us feedback in the Discord. Give us feedback in the TikTok. Hopefully if we make one, unless I'm embarrassed. But yeah, give us feedback if you guys like that. Hopefully you guys played along in the car, wherever you guys are listening. Let us know how many you guys got, if you guys knew all of them, and if you guys should take up Cesar's spot here in the podcast.
Yeah, for real.
All right, folks, let's move it along. One thing I wanted to call out super quick. Did you see what happened in League 1, Wickham versus Barnsley? Speaking of Barnsley.
Yeah.
So just to give context for folks, We had Barnsley versus Wickham Wanderers, who Wickham Wanderers has a soft spot in my heart. Cesar, I think you've seen my jersey. I have a Wickham Wanderers jersey because a good friend of the pod, James Stone, I used to work with him. He is from Wickham.
Hey.
And he's a Chelsea fan, so I hate that about him. But, like, you know, you're small town. You got your small town, and then you got your big team.
Yeah.
He's the Wickham Wanderers through and through, got me a jersey.
There you go.
They were tied 0-0 in the 90th minute, and that would have moved them up with that tie a good 3 spots or so. And in the very last minute, their keeper tries to waste time and hold the ball like by his feet, just like waiting for the forward to come. The forward comes, and he jumps on the ball and like does this awkward spill.
Yeah.
And he lets go of it for the striker.
Yeah, that shit was weird. That's what you get for trying to waste time.
Yeah.
But, man, like, what a way to give up 3 points.
Jesus, what are you doing? Embarrassing.
Like, I wonder what the locker room after that game, because it was, like, added time, right? Like, it was about to end.
Yeah, and it was at Barnsley, which is the nice thing. You're not going to get booed out by your home fans, but the coach must have been tearing his ass. Because that's embarrassing.
Dude. He's not starting next game.
No, I hope he gets pulled. I mean, like, you're in a league that does not. There's the next players trying to take your spot, right? Yeah. Like, so if you do something stupid like that, I don't know, out of there.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It wasn't even a juvenile mistake. It was just like complete boneheaded.
Just dumb.
But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out when we were talking Barnsley. Completely reminding me of that. All right, folks, but let's take it around the leagues. Let's talk about the scores. We had Champions League today. We're only covering day 1 matches, like we mentioned, because today is Tuesday, because Cesar is heading out to L.A.
Let's go.
To have some fun, to turn up out there. You going to Disneyland?
I'm going to Universal Studios.
And you're going to Bésame Mucho.
Bésame Mucho Fest. Let's go.
All right, but yeah, Champions League day 1 of matches. Feyenoord got statistically eliminated by Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, Santi had a terrible day today.
Very bad. Everything his way just looked not clean, bad form. I saw little touches ball coming out of the air. It was just going too far.
Got an own goal in there.
And the worst part of it is getting an own goal to seal the deal. They had just scored the 2-1. It looked like they had something, and it was almost one of those, like, if you got Santi 1 goal down, you have a chance.
Yeah.
And the worst happened, which was he was at first post on a cross in off of a set piece, and he deflected over the keeper.
Yeah, and it went in. Yeah, I mean, he had a couple of sitters or a couple of, like, clear open chances that he should have been taking them. Any other day, I'm pretty sure he would have taken. Just today, he was just off. But
it did, if we're criticizing a little bit, it did seem like the moment was a little too big.
Yeah, that was my next point. Like, it's one of those matches that he needs to learn and grow up from. It's like the pressure was there. It was expected for him to score, to perform, and that moment was a bit too much for him. But this is what he needs, right?
Yeah.
To continue to grow, because where he's at, it's a perfect place to grow. Like, he's gonna start next game in Netherlands.
Yeah, and he'll probably score a brace, and it'll be all good and well. But, like, now you're out of it. I mean, Europa, you're going to get some grown-ass men there, too, some strong opponents. But, like, this was the moment to have shown that you can take that next step. For Real Madrid, if you're rumored to Real Madrid, you have to body Atletico Madrid players like nothing.
Yeah.
Right? But Atletico Madrid has very veteran players, and today they honestly look like they had Santi's number.
Yeah, they did.
Not because they were doing extraordinary things to stop him or anything, but they just had him calmadito. He wasn't doing crazy runs like he does in league. He wasn't bodying these little 23-year-olds trying to make it in Europe like he does in the Dutch league. They just, like, knew the spaces. They're all like 30 and over in the Atletico defense. Axel Witzel's like 34.
So he went to China and came back. Like,
yeah, they knew how to, like, play him. And I kept seeing him even try to be off sides and come back. And, like, I think they just had it calm and under control. Yeah. And it didn't look great for Santi. And
it didn't. But at the end of the day, I feel like you have to be a bit more hopeful with him just because of where he's at and what he's been doing. he'll have another chance. And when he does, we can judge him more harshly. He has Robin Van Persie as his like mentor, and he's gonna be giving him an earful like, "Yo, this is what you got to do next time. Like, be mentally prepared for these type of scenarios." Because I feel like more than anything, it was a mental battle within like the stage where he was
Yeah.
at.
Yeah, and he has one more match.
Yeah,
They're eliminated, but I mean, he has to show up the next match if honestly he wants to move pretty soon because he's not going to have champions after the new year. He'll have Europa, so he can show up there.
yeah.
But honestly, doing well in Europa maybe doesn't shine as well for world-class teams that he was being rumored to now, in my opinion. I think different people will be looking at you there. But yeah, rough go for Santi. Just to know, Group F, El de la Muerte, Dortmund's at the top.
Yeah, Dortmund's been killing it. Like, I feel like they've been silent, especially in the German league, but in Champions League, they've been tearing it up. That was the toughest group, and for them to be top of the table, or the group, I feel like says a lot about that team.
Very impressive. They beat AC Milan 3-1. And I saw Jesse Marsh and Pulisic having a very sad interview.
It's so weird watching Jesse Marsh interview these players.
Jesse Marsh looks like an accountant that they just got out there to be a commentator.
He looks like he's out in the financial district in San Francisco. He
For real.
Took a flight. And
also, they don't really have coaches usually doing that. And he was just a Premier League coach.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a big demotion to be like, oh, I was just at the best league in the world. And now I hold the microphone while I talk to whoever comes around after the game. Like, it's kind of...
Yeah.
I feel like he's also kind of stopping himself from getting another job as a head coach because people are like, okay, reporter boy. Like,
it's so American.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
Dude.
Hold yourself to a higher regard.
Oh, my God. It's so American for him. It's so cringe.
Yeah, and it's awkward.
Him
the questions he
that,
asks,
like,
awkward.
He doesn't have the persona.
Yeah. Also, at a purest of levels, you're asking questions to players and coaches, which if you held yourself to a higher regard, you can be a snob and be like, I know all these answers because I am a great coach. Right? So like it doesn't sit well with me that he's there asking, oh, what was the game plan tonight? And like, how did you move in that one play? Bitch, you're coaching people at a higher level, at the same level. Why are you asking basic questions? It makes me feel like you're not good enough to be a coach.
Yeah.
Right? It's like how I feel about Mario Carrillo on Fútbol Picante, that he just asks the dumbest of questions. And I'm like, dog, if I'm an owner and I see you doing these things, I'm not going to give you a fucking job.
No. And that's why probably he never got a job again.
Exactly.
And that's why Tuca right now said, you know what, I'm done with coaching. I'm going to go sit at the table and just chop it up with these guys.
You do kind of ruin it because at the end of the day, you're going to say something dumb. Manchester City and Barcelona, will lump them together, both comeback wins. Manchester City was down 2-0 against Leipzig, and they still came back. Barcelona was down 1-0 versus Porto and came back. The Barcelona one, I think, was pretty simple. They just kind of chugged along and came back. But the City one was impressive.
Yeah, they were down 2-0. They always say 2-0 is the most deceiving score.
It's
Lalo
Mora. The Lalo Mora meme. Look it up, y'all.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like just Manchester City just decided to turn it on and was like, all right, like we'll come back, no problem.
And they were already qualified, so even Big Meeks on the broadcast, him and Jamie were joking like they didn't give a shit about today. And then Big Meeks was like, yeah, but you beat them 2-0, you're gonna wake up the monster, right? Like, and they did. They woke up. Haaland got a goal, and he became the youngest player to reach 40 goals in Champions League.
Let's go.
Which is crazy.
It's crazy.
Phil Foden got a goal, which I feel like is guaranteed money. When you
a goal and an assist. No, he assisted Julian Alvarez for that 3-2.
Julian scored the 3-2. It's just automatic with some of these players.
Yeah, I mean, Julian Alvarez just keeps showing that he's just a different striker. Mm-hmm. It's like there's just something about him that he's just the perfect man for certain scenarios. And like sometimes you need Erling Haaland who can just put it in from anywhere.
Exactly. Exactly that. So tomorrow we'll get the other half of the groups going.
What about my Newcastle, bro?
But your Newcastle, they that's a
Jeez.
big thing we could talk about right now. We have PSG
Oh
versus
my!
Newcastle. Newcastle was up 1-0 for the majority of the
For
game.
like 90 minutes.
95 minutes, they were up 1-0. And then very controversial play. PSG, they get a ball in the box. They try to cut Livramento. I think it was who it was, the outside back from Newcastle. And it was kind of like a ball a little bit in the air, chip it back. It hits Livramento in the chest, side chest, tummy area, and then it hits the arm in a running motion.
Yeah.
Without even really looking at it. The ref goes to VAR, and the VAR helps him confirm penalty. And everybody gets pissed because apparently the rule is if your arm's in a natural motion, you could get away with it. Plus, if it's off of a rebound off of your own body, and that arm is in the natural motion, our understanding is that's not a penalty.
No.
And then what did they do? This literally ticked every box. It hit his stomach, it hit his side, whatever, and then it hit the arm while he was running. He couldn't have had the arm in another position, and the ref got help and gave the penalty.
It's insane that they keep changing the rules or the standard as to what a penalty is.
I just think a lot of nobody knows.
No.
It's a joke that nobody knows, but I don't think anybody knows which ones are penalties or not, and they just make it up as you go. Like, it literally sounds like that, and it's embarrassing for refs. This ref was being talked about how amazing he is because he reffed the final of the World Cup, and because he's apparently the number one ranked ref, and then immediately they just flipped it and were like, this guy sucks on the broadcast.
It's insane, man. Like, there was no way this is a penalty. This guy gave soft penalties to Argentina in that final, and it just feels like he has an agenda or somebody has an agenda, because even on the broadcast, they didn't show him the image where it hits Livramento's stomach, like his torso area, and then it goes to the hand.
Yeah.
They didn't show that. Like, why aren't you showing the full picture?
Yeah.
So you can make the best decisions.
I have seen some of those VAR calls where they just show like a gnarly tackle or something. They show the worst of the angles, but it's like, dog, show the other angle, show real time, show slow motion, show it from this angle. Like, give the whole picture.
Exactly.
The ref got one picture, what they saw, right? Your job as VAR, give them the entire picture and then put it up to the ref, right? That's why they got there. And it just doesn't seem
That's why we
like,
have VAR.
yeah, and it just doesn't seem that way, and they're just making it up as they go.
It's insane.
And with that, Newcastle was about to move to second and be in a way better situation with a head-to-head against last place Milan coming up. But now PSG is there in second. Newcastle still has a very good chance. They have to beat Milan last, and PSG has to go against first Dortmund.
And they have to lose, right?
And they have to lose. Even a draw might not be good enough unless Newcastle smacks Milan bad.
Yeah.
But
it's hard to play for in that group of death.
But it's tough, and it's going to come down to a really exciting match day. All right, let's bring it on to the Premier League. We'll start busting through some of these. Tottenham, they were top of the league, and just like that, they're now out of top 4.
Let's go.
Let's go on dead. We're just preying on their downfall. Now Tottenham is 5th.
Jeez.
Not even tied for 4th. Tottenham is nowhere near the top anymore. Who is at the top? My Arsenal.
For now.
30 points. Top of the league. We are top of the league. That's why we got the jersey on.
Until they bottle it.
I'm going to enjoy my time at the top. So sad. City is in second with 29. Liverpool 28. Aston Villa.
Chugging
20.
along.
That's
Unai Emery.
That's impressive. He's building something very good, not just for Europa League, but
low key.
Yeah. Calladitos. Until they sell all their players. Douglas Luiz is rumored to Arsenal. I'm just saying. Aston Villa got there by beating Tottenham 2-1, so very deserved. Literally in a head-to-head. Manchester City are right where they are. So is Liverpool because they drew.
Let's go. That was a good match.
Manchester United beat Everton 3-0. very easy matchup, if I had to say. But everybody's just talking about Garnacho.
A banger of a goal.
Alejandro Garnacho with an overhead kick, a bicycle kick, una chilena.
Rooney-esque.
It looked very similar to Rooney's out-whipping, right? That was Rooney's. It was so popular because it was like going out and like hard, and he just got up and mocos cabron, brought that shit back. But
I think this one was funny because it was against Pickford.
Yeah.
It was just a meme. It was a beautiful goal. Probably goal of the season, easily.
Goal of the season, possibly up for Puskas.
All for him. Like, props to him, man. He got
props to him. And then goes even more viral. Scores the goal, runs to the corner. Okay, what's the homeboy going to do? Hits the Sue. And the crowd does it.
They do, huh?
And like everyone's like, this fool's about to get fined by Ten Hag. Ten Hag hates Ronaldo. He ran him out of town. It's so many layers of the onion to peel back. You're Argentino. You trained and played with Messi. Messi is in this GOAT conversation with Ronaldo, right? Messi's apparently confirmed it through his performances with Argentina. But you still love Ronaldo that much. You're at United. Makes sense. You hit an amazing goal, and then you do the Ronaldo celebration.
Insane.
Damn. Things just come all the way around.
The script just writes itself, man.
Exactly. So he hits the Sue. No, yeah, amazing goal. Killer goal. If I had a hot take, I would say que de esto va a comer Garnacho toda su carrera.
Definitely.
If I have a hot take, I would say that if it's the hottest of takes, I would say that Garnacho's not going to live up to his expectations and that he will make a career off of this goal. Kudos to him. He's showing up when they need him. Right now, United needs X factors. They need other players to stand out when Rashford's not doing it. Rashford scored a penalty, a pity penalty.
I mean,
Bruno Fernandes shoots penalties, but he gave the penalty to Rashford, who's been struggling with goals, and he got a goal.
Well, that's good for United fans.
Spreading the love, getting more players in net gets their confidence up. Your Newcastle has their confidence up. They beat Chelsea 4-1.
Making it look easy.
Very easy. Chelsea's looking very inconsistent. A couple of matches, they look okay. They tied City.
They did.
They looked okay. They looked very good with City. Palmer looked like he was going to break through and be an amazing player. But yeah, against Newcastle, they just looked like they got picked apart.
Yeah, I think Newcastle got a few key players back, and they performed, and they were just on top of their game.
Why isn't Kieran Trippier out talking now?
Because
a week or two ago, oh, no, we got injuries. Excuse us. Please excuse us.
Like, we're working.
But now, you beat Chelsea. You couldn't beat Bournemouth?
It was, they just didn't know how to handle it in the locker room, I guess. Him being the captain is probably leading that squad, and we got excuses. Now they don't. Now he manned up. You saw it in Champions. You saw it over the weekend as well. Like, they're on it now.
My boy Lascelles, that's subbing in for Sven Botman, right? He's He's on my fantasy teams.
And you also picked up Joelinton, who scored a goal.
Wee-wees?
Bro, I dropped him after like 7 weeks, and he didn't do shit for me.
What you thought? My two fantasy leagues, I am tied in first in one. I'm right behind in second in the other, in ours.
No, you're not.
Aquiles is in first.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, you're right.
So, Papa, I'm right there, baby. Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. It's me. Arsenal beat Brentford 1-0.
Yeah.
They had to do it without David Raya.
What happened to him?
Their keeper, because he cannot play at his parent club, which is Brentford.
That's
because he's on loan. They got rid of that rule in Champions.
They did.
In Champions, now you can play against the team that you're loaned out from, but not in the Premier League, apparently. So they had to put in Ramsdale. And Ramsdale, honestly, just looked very shaky.
Yeah.
He had a throw out the back. I think he had a play with his legs out the back that were going viral because the throw, I think he threw it straight into the ground.
Yeah.
And apparently there were David Raya chants from the Brentford fans. Obviously, he's still their keeper. He's on loan. right? And it's a soft spot right now for Ramsdale. It's a mental thing. He seems to be having a lot of issues personally with what's happening at Arsenal. So they did a good job. They got in his head.
Yeah. And after the game, after they won, all the Arsenal players walked over to Ramsdale and kind of hugged it out with him, showing him that love, that support, because it's been just a really tough mental battle that he's had to face.
And that's tough because it seems like the team's behind him.
Yeah.
Right? But then we're hearing Arteta and him probably don't have the best relationships because he makes the decisions and he's not putting him in. Right? So it's an interesting dynamic how teams work.
It's a goalkeeper position. It's like
you only have one.
It's a unique position. Not everybody understands it, even at the highest level. Like sometimes you have players who look at the goalkeeper position like very negatively. If you're not like our confident in the back, like we're not gonna back you type of thing because we need somebody solid back there. So it's just that it's more of a mental battle more than anything being a goalie.
All right, let's move on to La Liga. Barcelona was barely able to salvage a draw versus Rayo Vallecano, right? With an own goal.
Yeah.
Struggling.
Barcelona just is struggling. I'm glad they got that win in Champions, but in La Liga, they need to beat Rayo Vallecano.
In the mud.
They need to keep up.
They're tied for third, technically fourth.
Yeah.
Right now. That top four is kind of settling itself already. Athletic Club Bilbao has 25 and fifth. Barcelona, which is going to keep going up, fourth with 31. 6-point difference already from top four to five. But yeah, your Barcelona not looking great in league. They are now 4 points away from a tied Real Madrid Girona top because Real Madrid won 3-0 and Girona drew
against Bilbao.
It's not great. But Real Madrid, 3-0. Jude Bellingham scored. Fastest Real Madrid player. Faster than Di Stefano. Faster than Cristiano Ronaldo to hit 15 goals.
Man's a legend already. He's putting up the stats. He's putting up the goals. I mean, what else do you want from your summer season?
Literally cannot ask for more.
No.
When we thought Real Madrid was probably going to have 1 or 2 seasons, transition.
Trying to find your striker.
Yeah, find who's going to do it if Benzema's not there. We've still even, sometimes when it does get hard, if Jude doesn't show up, you're like, where's Benzema? Where's the killer, right? But it's very minimal when he doesn't show up.
Yeah. Doing
more than what's asked of him in that mid. It's crazy.
Once Vinny comes back, they'll have more. It's looking good for Real Madrid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not looking great for Girona. Like we said, they drew against Bilbao, and it kind of looks like they're losing a little bit of steam. Law of averages, right? Like at a certain point, se te va a notar.
And they know it too, so it can become a really slippery slope once they start getting bad results.
Yep. But in all honesty, it shouldn't be happening against Bilbao. You should be losing the points in head-to-heads against Madrid, against Barcelona, maybe Atletico Madrid, not against anybody else.
Real Sociedad is pretty good too. Bilbao is usually
but like those aren't the points you're supposed to be losing.
You're not supposed. If you're not Real Madrid, you're not supposed to.
Yeah, I was at home.
It happens, bro.
Come on.
Happens to Barcelona.
All right, let's bring it to the German league. Stuttgart beat Frankfurt 2-1. Undav, ex-Brighton, right? Scored a brace.
Have him in my draft team. Undav.
In your draft?
Yeah, for FIFA.
Oh, for FIFA. I thought you meant in our Premier League. I was like, I'll get rid of him. Yes, se fue. But yeah, it just seems like Stuttgart, it's no longer a Guriasi show.
No.
It's who's up there. ¿Eres matón?
Mete los goles.
Te van a dar balones a ti, güey. Tú nomás mételos. And it's happening.
Yeah, Sebastian Hoeneß is the manager's name. He's been putting in the work for Stuttgart.
No le digas así. Ten respeto, Cesar.
Ay, güey. No. I saw that and I was like, bro, like, that's so weird, but
yeah,
that's his name.
No, neta. Like Pito.
Oh, yeah, like the Barcelona, the futsal?
The Barcelona futsal star, folks. We're just going to go a little childish for a split second, so bear with us. His last name is Pito. And the fans chant Pito, Pito. And our Discord is having a time. We're all 5 years old. And the top comment said, Tragan.
Comen.
Comen, cabrones.
Comment section, once it gets to Mexicans that they can pull a string on, they'll have a run for it.
Jesus Christ. Bayer Leverkusen beat Werder Bremen 3-0. Papita, easy.
Let's go.
Easy, dámelo. Bayern Munich won 1-0 versus Köln.
Who are dead last in the Bundesliga and still could only beat them 1-0.
In the Netherlands, Feyenoord beat Excelsior 4-2, and Santi got a hat trick, right?
Yep.
Beautiful goals too, but it just seems like the Dutch league is too easy. The Champions League is very difficult, and he needs more time to do better there.
Yeah.
But that Dutch league just seems very easy for him.
It's just, he needs to jump.
Especially the lower teams. This weekend they got PSV, right?
Yeah.
Let's go, Santi.
So hopefully, and it was weird because he landed a couple hours before, and I was like, man, like you're barely landing, and you're gonna play in like 2 hours. Like if it was anybody else but Santi, we'd be all up on him.
Yeah.
But thankfully he scored a hat trick. Just didn't get it today against Atletico.
They needed one of those three. One or two.
Algo.
PSV beat Twente 3-0, but the biggest note, Chuki's leg.
Almost got snapped.
God damn, that fool went.
See that?
The guy got, did VR give a red?
Yeah, because the ref gave a yellow.
Yellow. I was like, my guy. Ya me lo quebra. No.
Dude.
The VAR gave red, though?
He did, yeah.
Qué bueno.
They reviewed and gave him a red.
Y cárcel, cabrones.
Cárcel.
Perras. Liga MX Femenil, let's bring it to CONCACAF. I love this note. América perdió 3-0 en el global versus las Amazonas. Versus Tigres.
That Tigres Femenil.
And that environment at the stadium looked wild. It was trending on Twitter, like how poppin' women's league was. The final, and they got the drums.
They got the fireworks. They turned off the lights off so the fireworks so you can see them better.
It was lit.
Just the atmosphere was insane.
It looked awesome and great for women's soccer.
Yeah, and they got the dub. Tigres.
3-0 in El Azteca.
And then they went home.
And then they went home, and they're just like, it's easy. Calmaditas.
Yeah, hopefully América Femenil can get them next time. They did beat your Chivas in the semis.
We don't got to bring that up. Ya pasó eso.
I'm just saying, but yeah. Tigres right now, they're dominating that Femenil league.
Yeah, and I mean, these are the two jam-packed, powerful, stacked squads, right? They have all the money in the world, especially in the women's game, to get whatever players that they want.
Yeah.
And they generally do. They bring a lot of superstars, right?
A couple Americans también.
America has a couple of really, really famous American girls right now. Tigres has a lot of South American talent, to my understanding. Yeah. And I think Tigres has the best Mexican talent.
También, yeah.
It's always a great day when America loses, is what I say. All right, let's bring to Liga MX because we had El Famoso play-in, and what was the goddamn use of it? So I'm not going to even cover it for that long because we mentioned it in our bonus episode. Take a look at it. Great episode. I loved it. It was a lot of fun. But top 10 make it. 7 through 10 play in a play-in. And what happened? 7 and 8 moved on.
There was no goddamn use for that. Like, nobody saw the games other than the highlights. At least I didn't see the games. It was right in between, like, Thanksgiving and Black Friday. And, like, I don't think it got much coverage.
Even my dad that, like, watches every moment of soccer possible, he was like, oh, shit, there's soccer today.
Exactly.
Because there was, like, no use. And then they make you jump through hoops, right? That, like, oh, if one team loses, they get another chance. And you're just like, oh, god damn it, dude. Like, yeah, so Atlético San Luis beat León.
Yes.
So then Atlético San Luis moves on directly as the 7. And
Correct.
They were already 7. And then Santos beat Mazatlan. And my boy Bruneta tore it up. And it was the worst possible scenarios, I think, for a lot of soccer lovers that León had to play Santos and one had to get eliminated.
Yeah.
Because those are two great squads in Mexico. And you guessed Santos would make it far as a dark horse. I guess León.
There you go.
And Santos got eliminated by León in a head-to-head. León was winning, 3-0? And Santos came back 3-2.
Yeah, and then there was that controversial play where Bruneta was about to hit the ball, and then the guy got in the way, and he almost knocked him out. I think he basically knocked him out.
He kicked the shit out of his head, right?
Yeah.
Like, what would they give a red or anything?
No, I think it was just like natural fucking play.
My boy's just knocking people out. Oh my God, you're the MVP. No, pues no pasa nada.
He's clear. Pero no, yeah.
Dale otra vez.
They didn't. He didn't hit him good enough. He hit him again. He was knocked out and like twitching.
It was like seizing.
Yeah. I think that's what happened. But it was like towards the end of the game. He had a clear shot on goal. So it would have been the 3-3, right?
Yeah.
But ended up being 3-2 with a banger that Fidel
Ambris, my guy.
Still, like, no,
¿Cuál proceso?
there is no process. I don't know how he's not in the first squad.
21 years old, I believe. And they have him as, cute little captain of the U23s. This tournament that we want, probably money for the federation. Send Fidel Ambris to win it for us. No, dog. Ya mételo de tercer, center mid. Have your starters. Have him right behind them. And have him push to start. Like, what else do you want? Andres Guardado was pushing it at 18.
Yeah. And that was La Volpe. La Volpe took him 18. He had his first World Cup at 18. This guy's 21, man.
There's that anecdote that I think after one of the first matches at that World Cup, or one of his first matches with La Volpe, that after the game, La Volpe went up to him and told him, "Eres malísimo," to Guardado.
Yeah.
But sometimes these players are there to break processes, right? This is a 21-year-old stud that is screaming to be put in the best of situations possible. With a father in a similar situation as Santi.
Santi, exactly.
Right? An ex-professional that is so professional of a person, was a coach, amazing coach, literally probably gives his kid the best of consejos. He seems like a good kid. Brother, just get him into the first team.
Yeah.
Take out Romo. Take out somebody that you've been waiting 5 years for to wake up. They're not going to do it in the next 5.
No.
But this kid, if you have him there in 5, can be world class.
Yeah. He should be already, in my opinion. He should be in the Dutch league somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he keeps on putting on these shows at the Liga MX, and I guess we'll just wait and see until they decide to bring him on.
For real. Pero see, now we got playoffs coming up. Liga MX. Take a look at that over the weekend, folks. Let's close it on now with MLS. Cincinnati beat Philly 1-0. And there was drama on the goal by Cincinnati because one of the players that went up, not the scorer, but the one that got the assist, was offsides. It looked clear as hell offsides. Got the pass back in, shot, goal. I don't know if it was one of those angles ones. It looked clear, but they did a check. I don't think the ref actually went and looked. They didn't call the ref to look. So everyone was pissed off.
I'm telling you, man, like these calls, VAR supposed to help. It seems like important matches, they don't help whatsoever.
Yep. And it was in the 94th minute.
Dude.
So, like, a lot of people are saying, dude, this VAR is interrupting the game. It's not helping. It's making worse decisions. It's honestly getting in the refs' heads. What's the use?
Yeah. And then Philly's coach came out and was complaining some more, right?
He complained about all these things. He was talking about, like, how long the season is and, like, how half the teams suck. And he's like, it's always the same ones at the end of the season anyway. And, yeah, it was kind of weird.
Damn.
It's kind of excuses. Houston beats Sporting Kansas City 1-0 with a controversial handball that was not called.
I don't know if it was as controversial as what happened to Newcastle. Wait, he had it right next to his body.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, he had it next to his body, but it was out here a bit, right? And
it wasn't unnatural.
I don't think it was stuck to his body, which I would think is the rule there. You're covering the goal. You're trying to make yourself a little bit bigger than you actually are naturally because you're trying to block it. So I don't give them the wiggle room of being like, oh, it's just naturally there. No way. He was trying to be a fucking keeper. He was trying to stop the ball from going in.
Dude,
no, if I'm honestly in front of the goal and it's coming at me like fast, I'm going to be, let me follow the regulations and put my arms next to my body. No way. If I can, I'm going to turn my elbow. I'm fucking.
But he didn't do any of that.
But his arm was back here.
No,
so
it wasn't.
Did not
it was tight.
It was not right here.
It wasn't like completely tight, right? But it was right next. It was on his sides.
It wasn't out there, but it wasn't right here.
It was exactly. So it wasn't out here. So it wasn't clear. It was right next to his body.
But some of these is where, especially that late of the game, it's more of like a árbitro también que no mame.
Hey, well, you get red cards for that.
I know, for real, huh? No mame is better than what you fucking said. But no, dude, like on that one, honestly, ref, like, what does tying the game up? Sporting Kansas City, I think, deserved a tie at that point.
I don't care what they deserved.
And what they deserved was to have gotten a handball marked for them.
It was no hand. There was no handball there.
No,
right next to his body.
I don't know. Tú estás loco. No te entiendo. All right.
And I don't care for either of these teams. I'm just saying it was right next to his body.
Oh, my God. LAFC beat Seattle after a PK was not called on Jordan Morris, I believe.
I didn't see that.
And more of the bigger thing, people were coming to Twitter because Seattle people were complaining. People came out to Twitter and posted the highlight of Jordan Morris on a 1v1 against. And he missed it. Easy one. And it was early in the game, too. Yeah. And people were like, oh, well, why didn't he just make the one that he had?
Yep, exactly.
So, yeah, Seattle is now out, and we get no more, come on, Seattle.
Pa su casa.
You heard that chant? The memes?
I saw one.
Fight and win.
Cringe.
People make fun of them because there's this really weird guy that used to lead their chants. And he looks it's just so cringe. And so now they get made fun of because British people were like trending, making fun of their chant. But yeah, now they're out. And the last one, Columbus beat Orlando to move on. So we got our final four there.
Let's go.
All right, Cesar, let's bring it on home. You got your matches?
Yeah.
All right, let's give the people something to watch over the weekend.
We got Newcastle against Manchester United.
I got Manchester City versus Tottenham. Tottenham had a very short-lived time at the top of the table, and now they're even outside of top four, trying to stay up. I don't think City is the right opponent to try to do that.
In La Liga, we got Barcelona against Atletico de Madrid. Barcelona coming off of a win in the Champions League, and so is Atletico de Madrid. Both are third and fourth in the league, so it should be a good game.
In the U17 World Cup, we got the final, Germany versus France. That's going to be a good one. Argentina got sadly eliminated by Germany in the semifinal, and everybody in their mamas was crying. But yeah, we got a good one here, Germany versus France.
In the Dutch league, we got Feyenoord against PSV. You got Santi Jimenez against CONCACAF FC. You got Chucky Lozano in there. Feyenoord need these 3 points. They're 9 points behind from PSV, who's in first. So it's going to be a good match.
Yep. In La Liga MX, we got quarterfinals. I got my Chivas Rayadas de Guadalajara de mi corazón versus Pumas versus La UNAM.
Sticking with Liga MX, you got América against León. You're playing in León. So maybe Viñas, La Ley de los Exes. We'll see, but hopefully El America comes through.
No. Last one that I got in League One in England, we got Bolton Wanderers against Portsmouth. This is a battle for first place. We got 1 versus 2 here in League One, trying to get promoted to the championship.
In the Serie A of Brazil, you got Botafogo against Cruzeiro. Botafogo are trying to keep up with Palmeiras now that they've basically pulled an Arsenal and bottled the league. But we'll see if they can keep up and miraculously.
All right. Well, with that note, we are good to go. Cesar, bring us on home.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We have some special things in the works for y'all. Just stay tuned because it should be coming up shortly.
Yeah, folks. Peace. Talk to you soon.